you can set up Amazon PPC for your product, and Amazon will run PPC ads for your product whenever it is buy box eligible. Typically, products that are not buy box eligible, if you've got all your ducks in a row, I'll talk about that in a second, typically they get the buy box a percentage of the time, and it may be, I don't know, 50% of the time. Could be anything, I've got no idea. And so when your product does have the buy box, your ads will run. So don't think they'd never run, because Amazon experiments all the time with giving you the buy box, taking the buy box away. They're complete assholes. So, you should set up your Amazon PPC. Now, caveat, here it is. Let's just suppose it's this product here. Now, what you don't want to do, see your buying options. All right, so you can see here, is that the same people? Okay, it's actually the same people who are selling this product. It's Amazon in the USA, Amazon not in the USA. Well, that's good. You don't want to. I don't really like running PPC when I have had my listing hijacked. I try not to do that. I much prefer to be the only game in town. Even if I do have the buy box, I still don't want to be running PPC when somebody else is running ads on my listing. Not ads, as hijack my listing basically. So you want to get them off first. Make sure that you're paying for ads for your own product, for your own sales, rather than potentially other people's sales too. And it's easy enough to get hijackers off. So how do you make sure you got the buy box? Well, by being buy box eligible. What the hell does that mean? That means that you should have a professional selling account. So you've got to have that. Your account has to be active as well, and in what's called good standing with Amazon, meaning you've got good seller feedback, not product feedback, seller feedback, very, very important. You must have the ability to ship to the country where the person who is searching is located. So here, for instance, you can see deliver to Portugal, because it's recognized that that's where I currently am based on my IP address. So if they weren't shipping their product to Portugal, their ads and indeed the buy box would not run. Okay, you've got to have a valid payment method as well. So your debit card or credit card that's in Amazon Seller Central has to be valid, and also has to be not expiring soon as well. And what else? Anything else? Oh, and the other thing as well, you have to have plenty of stock in FBA to be buy box eligible as well. Okay, so given that you've got all that shit in place, you can run PPC. You won't get your ads running all the time, but whenever you do have the buy box, your PPC ads will run. And by the way, running PPC ads increases the likelihood you will get the buy box. That increases the likelihood you get the buy box, okay? Because Amazon, of course, only gets paid when you're running your PPC ads, and so, of course, Amazon is far more likely to give you the buy box so you can run PPC ads so Amazon can get paid. They're much more likely to do that. So there's that. And then what else can you do? Well, you do all the other things we talk about in Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. You do Facebook marketing, you do Google AdWords, you do Bing ads, you do those too. So if you've got a product, I always am running Amazon PPC. Not always, that shouldn't say that. I'm generally speaking running Amazon PPC, running Google ads to it, running Bing ads to it. And then typically I also run Facebook ads, and where possible, I'm doing Instagram if it suits it, and YouTube as well. So if I can, I will run as much traffic as possible to that listing to make as many sales as possible from that product. I will do that all day long if I can. How much stock should you have? Well, I don't know the answer to that question. That is a question that depends, you'll be delighted to know, on your product. So What Amazon looks at is the sales velocity of products in that particular category. It looks at the history of your product in that particular sales category, and then it works out what quantity of stock you will require for X number of days, and then it makes its assessment based on how much stock you've actually got. So I don't know what it would be for your product. That will depend 100% on what you're selling and what Amazon's algorithm has worked out as far as stock requirements to meet the needs of the marketplace.
Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.